I am just finishing another 5K, guys. I'm so hot right now. Whoo! I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating. What's up, John? Welcome to the stream. I just finished running a quick 5K for my second workout of the day. So I'm still on the 75 hard challenge. This is day 6 of the challenge. And not gonna lie, guys, today has been one of the hardest days of the challenge so far. Just because I think I'm getting to the point of having like some bad cravings for junk food. That's all it is, but I was able to navigate it today. And instead I ate a bunch of protein-filled meals and then I went for a run instead. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, today I was craving cookies, donuts, cakes, pies, you name it, guys. Chocolate bars, all that stuff. I was just craving it for some reason. And a lot of the other days that I've done so far, I didn't crave it as much. I just kind of dealt with it. But today, for some reason, it was just tougher than the rest. Some loud trucks on the highway. I'm gonna try to get off the highway so you guys can hear me better. Let me know if the sound is good. Can you hear me okay? Man, the cravings means your body is asking for something it misses. That means you're on track. Yeah, exactly. Because I could just go like a couple days without having a couple snacks. You know what I mean? Like I don't have zero self-control. Something like that. You know, if it's just a couple days, like 2-3 days in a row, if I don't have any chocolate or cookies or pies or anything like that, you know, I'm fine. But I know it's now day 6. And you know, all I wanted was a little comfort food, like a little sugar, you know? But what I did instead, once I had those hard cravings, I decided I'm gonna get some protein snacks instead. So I ate a can of tuna. It was like dill flavored and it was actually really good. It was just a little tiny can of tuna, which is healthy and full of protein. And I did that to combat the craving. I ate some beef jerky instead to combat the craving. And I just kept going on with my day, and now I just finished running another 5K out here. So I just completed this 5K. That's why I'm all sweaty. I'm all hot. I'm just walking home. I did a different route than I did last time, because the last time I did a 5K, which was yesterday, it was a lot of uphill. And I didn't really want to do that much uphill today because I just wasn't feeling the uphill. So I went on a different path. I'm just like on a little path trail back here now by the highway. Hey, Nadia, welcome to the stream. I just finished running a 5K if you're just joining. I'm still on the 75 hard challenge. And yeah, I was just explaining how I've been having a tough time today, specifically with the cravings for the sugar. You know, just wanting a little snack, like a little cupcake or a donut or something, you know? Honestly, the one that I crave the most, I'll be honest with you guys, straight up, it's a cookie from Tim Hortons. One of those Reese's cookies. Oh my God, guys. The things I would do for a Reese's cookie. But I didn't. I stayed strong, guys. I got tuna and jerky instead, which is just high protein, healthy snacks. You can have keto desserts. Yeah, but I don't want keto desserts. It's just, it doesn't do it for me, you know? It's just not the same. It's just not the same as a real Reese's Tim Hortons cookie or a sour cream glazed donut. Tim Hortons, I've heard a lot about it with Zara and Gigi, but never seen it. Yeah, you know, it's only in, oh yeah, welcome in, Mario. It's only in Canada mostly. I think they have a few Tim Hortons in the United States, down in like New York or something like that. I'm all Jays right now. Go Jays, go, I guess. But to be honest, I don't even watch baseball. So now that it's the World Series, maybe I'll tune in for like, if it goes to Game 7, I'll probably check out the final game or two. But I'm not really a baseball fan, so. Sens or Leafs, I don't care. Both of those two teams can go to you know where. Chicken Wang. But honestly, probably Sens, because I just hate the Leafs. Nobody likes the Leafs. That's one thing Americans might not know, guys. If you're from Canada and you're from any other city besides Toronto or any of the surrounding towns, you don't like the Leafs. Like you can't cheer for the Leafs. If you're from Alberta, you don't cheer for the Leafs. If you're from BC, you don't cheer for the Leafs. We're just talking sports and just talking snacks and sports. Snacks, sports, and a little baseball. I caught the highlight from yesterday's game. I think his name was. I'm gonna back away from this highway so you guys can hear. I don't know if the sound quality is good because it's so loud out here. I'm right next to the highway, but there was a home run hit by Jerry Springer in the final 7th inning or whatever. Sent the guys on like a 3-run homer. Yeah, tap the like button if you're on the live. Thanks for reminding me. I know it's so loud where I'm at, guys. If it sounds like I'm yelling, it's because there's cars zooming by on the highway. I'm just crossing the highway. Pressing the button to cross. What's up, RJ? Welcome to the live stream. We're just crossing the highway right now. Thank you guys for the likes. And what's the difference between a coyote and a flea? I don't know. Is this a joke or is this like a serious thing? I was at the second last game of the Sens playoffs versus the Leafs, and it was crazy. We were flipping off the Leafs players, chanting Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews balding. One howls on the prairie and the other prowls on the Harry. That's a good one. Yeah, no, that's insane. If you were on the, you went to the playoff game between the Battle of Ontario, that was probably an insane series. Like, here's the thing, guys. Even though I hate the Leafs and the Sens, I'd like them to make the playoffs just to make the playoffs more exciting. Have you noticed any differences with the 75 hard or still too soon? Well, the differences are, they're mostly that I just feel No, I don't feel any differences. It's hard to explain. Part of the 75 hard is that you have to drink 3 liters of water every day. And I think that honestly is the biggest difference for me, because I think that that's a lot of water. And I do believe in staying hydrated. And I do believe before I started the 75 hard challenge, I drank a lot of water, but I think I drank just enough water for what my body truly needed. And when you do 75 hard and you're forcing yourself to drink that much water, that's the biggest difference I'm noticing right away. Is I never really feel thirsty, because I'm making it a point to drink all that water. And with drinking that much water, it also causes you to have to go to the bathroom more, for obvious reasons, because you're just filling your bladder up a lot more often. So that's probably the biggest difference to me, is I'm noticing having to use the washroom a lot more often because of how much water that I'm drinking on a daily basis, like 3 to 3.5 liters of water every single day without fail. Even when I'm not that thirsty, I'm just like forcing myself down to drink this water, because if I don't drink the water, then I'm going to fail the challenge. And I think part of it is the fact that before the challenge, I would get a lot of my daily hydration through other liquids. For example, coffee, tea, bubbly, and pretty much those: coffee, tea, bubbly, and just water in general. But now that I'm drinking this much water, it's almost like I don't have as much room to be able to drink as much coffee as I normally do, because I'm just having to drink that water. And you know what else about the water is bubbly water doesn't count. You can't drink like carbonated water. It's part of the challenge. Like, you have to only stick to regular still water, no carbonated water. And I think for some people, this would be even harder to do if they drank other liquids too. Like if somebody drank pop or juice, because you would be craving the sugar from that liquid. So thankfully, I never really drink juice or pop anyways, or at least very rarely. Like, it was a very rare occasion that I drink juice or pop. So it's not like I missed that type of beverage. And then also people who drink alcohol. So if you drink alcohol, like beer or wine or coolers or whatever, if you drink some sort of alcoholic beverages, your body would also crave that a lot. But thankfully, I'm not dealing with that. I'm mostly just dealing with the lack of the water. So yeah, that's pretty much the main differences that I'm feeling in my 75 hard challenge journey. Is the amount of water intake seems like a lot, and it almost causes me to have not as much of an appetite for the other beverages like and coffee. And then in terms of my body composition, I think that in the past it was easier to feel the results of like a gain from working out more quickly, because my body would be more dehydrated. So for example, if I went for like a 5K or a 10K run and I hadn't drank a lot of water that day, immediately I feel like I would feel like I'm already getting more toned, more like in shape right away, because I wouldn't be dealing with having to rehydrate, because if I would sweat away a lot of the water weight immediately. So one thing about this challenge that I've noticed already is I haven't actually even lost any weight. Like if I go and weigh myself on a scale right now today, I probably weigh the exact same weight as I did on day one of the challenge. Now, with that being said, I think there's a good chance that the fat mass, like the body fat percentage, is probably lower than it was before. But I don't know. I can't test that, like I just know how I feel. And I'm just saying that in the past, when I've done other types of exercises and challenges and things like this, I would notice I would get more toned like right away. Like I'd feel more sculpted after just like a few heavy runs or a few heavy workouts. Yeah, sorry, my chat got delayed for a second here, guys. I couldn't see your comments. But yes, the bubbly does not count. The bubbly only counts as, the bubbly, you're allowed to drink bubbly because there's no sugar in it, but you can't count it as the 3 liters of water. Yes, the weight may be the same, but not all weight is created equal. Some can be fat weight, some could be water weight, some could be mass weight. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say, John, is I think that I'm probably getting stronger, like more muscular and whatever, but my weight itself is not going down at all because I've been just filling up on so much water. Like, I bet you guys, let's say I just decided that I'm going to quit the challenge tomorrow and not drink the water, because that's one of the rules. If you don't drink the water, then you fail the challenge. So let's just say hypothetically that I did, and I didn't drink any water tomorrow, and I still did a workout, like I still did something like this, I bet you I would instantly lose like 5 pounds. I was just sweating out water weight throughout the day and not carrying it around. So, but I'm not going to, but I'm just saying, I bet you that's what would happen, is I'm so hydrated all the time now. It's hard to explain. I've never felt like I've been this hydrated ever before, because I've never drank this much water in such a short amount of time. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, very true. Very true. I think that's the most major change that I've noticed so far. It's only been 6 days though. We had one other really hard day during this challenge. Was a few days ago. We were traveling all day, driving from Calgary to Nanaimo, which, if you guys don't know, it's like a 13-hour drive. The challenge is for 75 days. That's why it's called 75 hard. So it started 6 days ago. But on, I think, day 2 or 3, I think might have been 3, the third day of the challenge, we had to drive from Calgary to Nanaimo, which is about a 13-hour drive. And as you can imagine, 13 hours sitting in a car doing nothing all day, it's going to be very tough to do the challenge, because you have to work out twice too. So what we did on that day is me and Zara decided to do our workouts at night when we finally got to the ferry. So how did we do it again? I can't remember. Oh yeah, so to get to Vancouver Island, you have to take a ferry, and you have to line up to wait for the ferry to drive you across the ocean. So while we were waiting for our turn to go on the ferry, we did a 45-minute walk around Horseshoe Bay, and then on the ferry itself, we did another 45-minute walk on the boat while we were being transported across the ocean to get back to Vancouver Island. Thanks, John. Thank you guys for the encouragement. Keep up tapping the like screen or whatever. But yeah, that was probably the other hardest day, and just logistically hard. That was the only reason it was hard, is because of the logistics of it all. Because we had to do that long drive and sit in the car all day. And one thing that you guys know, or most people know at least, I don't know about everybody, but most people, when they do long road trips, they like to have a couple snacks, like a couple bags of chips or whatever, a couple chocolate bars or whatever as well. So we couldn't have any of that. And yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. It was just a bit of a tough time anyways on that day. And then I had a bit of a tough day today dealing with the sugar snack cravings, wanting one of those cookies. But anyways, we're getting by, guys. I'm not undisciplined, but I wouldn't do that challenge. Yeah. The thing is about it, John, is I think a lot of people, when they hear about this type of challenge, like the 75-day hard challenge, they think in their mind, I know I can do it, I just don't feel like doing it. So honestly, that's kind of how I felt about it, but committing to actually doing it is just so that you can put your thought to rest. Like just by the end of it, maybe it changes my life, maybe it doesn't, maybe it just felt like a waste of 75 days. But at the end of the day, guys, worst case scenario is I get into a little bit of better shape. I feel a little bit better at us. Is Zara joining us as well on the challenge? Yes, she was the one who thought of it. She was the one that challenged me to do it. She was like, oh, we should do 75 hard. And I said, sure, let's do it. But as I was saying, is I think that I'm the type of person that believes that I could do anything, whether I'm right or not. And I just want to like do this to put the thought to rest, so that it's not like nobody could ever doubt me that I could do a 75-day hard challenge. And on top of that, worst case scenario, guys, this is the absolute worst case scenario, is maybe nothing much happens out of it, and all it did is feel like a waste of 75 days. But can it really be a waste of 75 days if I'm trying to eat healthy and work out twice a day? Like, that just sounds like good things to do anyways. So it might not be like a profound, life-altering event where I've basically constituted my body, or like rewired my brain, or like formed a new like mindset or anything like that. Maybe that doesn't happen. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is we don't know what will happen until you do the challenge. So my hope is by the end of this 75 days is I would at least feel really good about it and feel really accomplished. And hopefully I'll even feel more confident and just accomplished for doing this type of thing. No, it's not waste. Well, I'm not saying I'm saying that could be the worst case scenario. That would be the worst case scenario. Best case scenario is it does create a complete like new neurological pathway in the brain that causes me to be more disciplined and have a better lifestyle overall for the rest of my life. That's the best case scenario. But we don't know if that's going to happen. Nadia, you're telling me I haven't had one Cheeto in 5 years? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I really don't know. The thing is about me as well, here's another thing, is I've already made a lot of improvements to my life over the last like 5 to 10 years anyways, in how I treat my body and what I put into it and what I do with my time. So it's not that far-fetched for me to try and do a thing like a challenge like this, because I don't think it'll be much of a difference between the way I already live anyways. It's not that much of a difference. The hardest one for me, to be honest, guys, I swear to God, this is going to sound so big back in, is not being able to eat sweets, is the junk foods, guys. I actually think I have a sugar addiction. I love those sweets. I love cupcakes. I love cookies. I love chocolate bars, milkshakes, ice cream, pies, cheesecakes, all of that stuff, guys. Even just like chocolate covered pretzels or something like that. Like, that's what I want, guys. Because I've already cut out a bunch of other bullshit from my life before. So it's not like I need to struggle with some other addictions. You know what I mean? Like I was mentioning before, like alcohol. Sugar is the worst. Yeah, I know. I think it's the hardest one to quit. It's literally the hardest one to quit. All men have sugar addictions. I don't know if you could say that. That's pretty, what's the word when you generalize? Generalize. You're generalizing. Yeah, most men. But I think, no, it's not even men. It's most people, guys. Most people. Not even just men. Women have it too. But that's what I'm trying to say, is I don't think it's going to be as hard for me to do this challenge. If it wasn't for the sugar thing, like if it wasn't for the no junk foods, I think I would easily be able to do this challenge. Easily. It wouldn't even be hard for me. I actually love working out. Like, I love seeing gains. I love lifting. I love running. I love doing active stuff like playing tennis, playing hockey, swimming, hiking. Like, I love all that stuff. If somebody said you have to work out for 45 minutes twice a day just to do it, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'd love to. Who doesn't like working out? I don't know. I don't know how people don't enjoy doing active stuff. I'd say, please, let me go to the gym twice a day. Please, let me go hiking. Let me go for a run. You can quit alcohol and smokes before sugar. I swear to God, probably. I think you're onto something there. I think sugar is harder than alcohol and smokes. But yeah, if it was just working out and that's it, I'd say hell yeah. If it was just, drink some more water and that was it, I'd say hell yeah. Even if it was just one type of sweet. If somebody just said, okay, just don't drink pop, I'd be like, okay, hell yeah. Don't eat cake. Hell yeah. No more ice cream. I'd say, okay. If I just had to cut one of those, but it's the fact that it's all of them, I think that's the tough part about it. I don't know. Cigs were pretty hard, and alcohol too. Luckily, I've been clean for years on those two. Well, that's good. Yeah, nicotine is pretty hard. Not gonna lie, guys. But sugar is just another beast. And I'm not having zero sugar. Like, I'll eat natural sugars like honey. If I have some yogurt, I'll drizzle a little bit of honey on it to get a sweet fix. Fruit, like apples, strawberries, bananas, fruit, they have sugar in them, but it's natural sugars. I eat that too. I eat bananas, to get my natural sugar fix. But I don't know what it is about chocolate that I just can't get enough of, guys. Alcohol to me was easy to quit. Sugar, not so much. Bananas are super good for you. The potassium in them is really good. Oh yeah, I believe so. Bananas are the number one fruit in my best fruits list. Let me think of what else. Blueberries. Blueberries are so good. But I can't find any blueberries right now. Last time I went to the store, I was going to try to get some blueberries and I couldn't find any. Yeah, but they're fattening if you eat too much. Are they really? I don't think that's true. I really don't think that's true, Nadia. I think they do have a certain amount of carbs in them, so maybe they can't be good for a keto diet, but they're definitely not fattening. Look it up. Somebody look it up, guys. Because I just don't believe that for a minute here. They have, like I said, it has natural sugar in them, but I think it's like good sugars, you know what I mean? It's true hockey. Okay, go on ChatGPT or OpenAI or whatever, one of these things, and ask them to give us a little synopsis of the health benefits of bananas. And then paste the comment in there, because I'm having a hard time believing that. They contain calories and carbs. Well, every food contains calories. Every single food contains calories. And like I said, yeah, maybe on a keto diet, you might want to stick away from them because they are more of a carby fruit. Just looked it up and it says if eaten too much, yes, but not an average amount. Okay, I guess maybe if you ate too many bananas, but like, how many damn bananas are people getting into? Like, what would you rather have somebody eat? 100 bananas a day or 100 brownies? You know what I mean? How about this? In one hand, you have 5 pounds of bananas, and in the other hand, you have 5 pounds of biscuits. Which one would you rather eat? Which one would be better for you? Come on. Let's be serious here, guys. In one hand, you have a bunch of bananas, a whole bundle. And somebody says you have to either eat all those bananas by the end of the day, or the other hand, you have a pepperoni pizza. And don't even get me started on orangutans. Orangutans? Oh, look at the apes and the monkeys. Yeah, I guess so. That's so true, yeah. That, it reminds me, actually just the other day, I was watching a show on Netflix. It's called Chimp Empire. It's such a fun show. It's about a bunch of monkeys, apes that live in the jungle. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but it's a great show. It's kind of it's kind of fun, but it's kind of sad in some ways, because like you kind of see the rawness of nature in it in a little bit sometimes. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna eat some salmon and whatever else I can find in the fridge. Maybe drink a Core Power Elite to get some protein. And I would let you guys come say hi to my wife Zara, but she's doing an exam or something right now, so I don't want to bug her. But I bet you if she was here right now, guys, she would say hi to all y'all that are big fans. If you don't know who she is, if you're new to the stream, guys, that's my wife, and I'm sure you'll meet her one day. But for now, guys, don't forget to subscribe and tap screen or whatever, and just join me whenever I'm live again. For now, I'll be heading home. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye now.